Welcome everyone. Welcome to my channel, whoever is watching my videos across the multiverse. Ashik here, and as always I try to entertain you with some new contents. Today I am gonna be discussing about the top 10 epic moments in One Piece, so let us not waste major times and do the honorable mentions. Katakuri falls on his back and Luffy respects him by covering up his jaw with his hat. Of course not the straw hat. And next we have Luffy rings the ox bell on Skypiea. It was actually a very emotional moment that actually contained very detailed information if you read that arc. And now let us move on to the actual top 10 list. So number 10, Luffy punches a celestial dragon. On the Sabaody Archipelago arc, we see the sad part of the arc, the separation of the Straw Hats, and the thing that led to it was Luffy punching a celestial dragon. The drawing and animation both were just awesome. When Luffy hits that dick of a celestial dragon, we can feel the impact. We can enjoy the joy in that moment. Again, this incident is the sole reason of the Straw Hat separation. Number 9. Zorro's moment of nothing happened. After the very tough and tension battle of Straw Hats versus one of the seven warlords of sea, Moria, we see another one of the seven warlords, Bartholomew Kuma. Everyone is exhausted and desperate of their prolonged battle, and Luffy is also unconscious. Under the orders of the Marines, Kuma has to kill all of the Straw Hats on Thriller Bark. Then the epic scene happened. Zoro begs Bartholomew Kuma that if he wants to kill someone, he just kills Zoro, but not Luffy. Seeing the determination and unwavering spirit of Zoro, Bartholomew Kuma respects him and says that he will not kill Luffy, but will show Zoro hell. And my oh my, he shows him. And then he takes all the pains and fatigues of Luffy by his devil fruit. Zoro then takes all of those in one fell sweep towards him. It leads to us seeing Zoro arms crossed and standing with blood dripping from everywhere of his body. When Sanji just asks what happened, Zoro says with a calm demeanor and unwavering spirit for his captain, nothing happened. Number 8. Straw Hats walk to the Arlong Park. Despite being a scene of the anime and not even the manga drawn, the scene where Straw Hats walk to the Arlong Park is in itself an epic moment. When Nami is in a very desperate and heartbreaking moment, she says to Luffy, "Help me, Luffy, help me." Luffy then gives Nami his straw hat and screams, "Of course I will." Then Luffy walks to his crew and says, "Let's go." And they walk to the Arlong Park. Number 7. Luffy's speech in Lockdown. I will be the Pirate King. Straw Hats, before going to the Grand Line, visits the Lockdown, the island where the Pirate King Goldie Roger was born and also executed. Luffy wanted to see the place of execution and then gets caught by Buggy. Buggy tries to cut off Luffy's head, and then in that moment, Luffy sees that death is absolute. He accepts that he cannot escape this. He then states the most favorite line of One Piece itself: "I will be the Pirate King." Then, just before a fraction of a second of Luffy's head being chopped off, there was a lightning bolt that saves him. Pretty damn mysterious. Number 6. Blackbeard's speech to Luffy. People's dreams never end. On the way to Skypiea Island, Luffy and the Straw Hat crew visits Jaya Island. There Luffy encounters Bellamy, a small-timer dick sucker. And after being humiliated by him, Luffy just doesn't want to do a thing. He remembers of Shanks when we see him in chapter 1. Then when he exits the bar, Blackbeard calls Luffy and says some epic sentences in One Piece series. When our goals are very high, sometimes the small incidents that happens doesn't matter much whatever anyone says to us and whatever people thinks of us. People's dreams never ends. Isn't that right, Straw Hat? Absolutely right. Number 5. Shanks' epic entrance at Marineford to stop the war. After the death of Ace and Whitebeard and the drama of Blackbeard, the desperate and sad war was supposed to end, but the situation is different. Everyone just fights without any sense of reason. Lives are being lost in these pointless situations. People that could be saved are dying. Their families are losing some important members. Obi notices this. He sees the dark side of the war and so he steps forward to stop the war. He steps forward of Akainu despite knowing that he might as well as die. He screams to Akainu to stop this pointless tug of war and people's lives are important. We see Akainu then beginning to punch him to kill and then the sword stops his punch. We see Shanks, one of the four emperor of the sea. He walks to the battlefield picking up the straw hat and says, I'm here to stop the war. And he does. Just saying that if you want to fight, then come on. We will be your opponent. Just these words were enough to stop the war of the Marineford. Number 4. Whitebeard's final words. One Piece is real. The Battle of Marineford, the war between Whitebeard pirates and the Marines plus the Seven Warlords, was by far the most important event in One Piece. The war opens the path of a new era of piracy. We see the deaths of the two important characters, first one being Ace and the second being Whitebeard. Whitebeard, when alive, was the strongest person in the world. He was part of the previous era and Goldie Roger's rival. His character, after building up his backstory, keeps growing to be respectful. In his last breaths, Whitebeard had a flashback of him and Roger drinking sake. Death is near. And then he sees that Roger told him about the will of D. Whitebeard, knowing his death was near, says something that will help to shape the new era. When the treasure is found, it will turn the world upside down, and you Marines will be the first one to suffer. One Piece is real. Number 3. The Revelation of Gear 4th. Dressrosa as an arc was not my favorite because of its prolonged battles and scenes, but the struggle against Doflamingo and Luffy was what keeps it interesting. The desperate situation of Dressrosa is set up by Doflamingo by he and his family to wipe out every one of the citizens of the kingdom. He set up barcage that will shrink every second and if given time actually kill and destroy everything and everyone there. So the people present there are desperately trying to fight the Don Quixote family. Luffy sees all of this and finally he starts to take everything on his shoulders. And then we get one of the most badass and damn cool design in anime. Gear 4th Baundo Man. And also the power of the King Kong gun is delicious. Sorry. Moving on to number 2, we have Goldie Roger's death speech. Now I create a list of One Piece epic moments and Goldie Roger's death speech that ends the entire world doesn't fall in and not happen. Goldie Roger, the Pirate King, is the man who traveled the entire sea. He on his journey found the legendary treasure, the One Piece, when on his last breath being executed in his birthplace Lockdown. The people present there asks him, where is his treasure? Where is the legendary One Piece? Roger replies, you want my treasure? You can have it. I left everything in the Grand Light. Go, find it. And then he was executed, but with a smile on his face. This small moment creates the great pirate era. This moment becomes the sole driving force for every pirate ever. Even our protagonist Monkey D. Luffy, so this plays a very big vital role. Number 1. Robin's epic moment, I want to live. For me, the most epic moment of One Piece is Robin's desperate cry for help. Robin, in her entire life, has been acting alone. She has been fleeing from the world government her entire life as she is the last survivor of Ohara. She is the last devil child that can explore the secrets of the world. So the world government hunts her down everywhere she goes, and when she was given the chance to once again be with her friends, she cries for desperate wish for living. She tells for Luffy, I want to leave, Luffy. Take me to the sea with you. Emotionally, the moments until now cannot top this one. For One Piece, this was the most number one epic moment ever. Well, everyone, that was all for this video. If you like this video, then please consider subscribing to the channel and also like the like button for it to be seen by others and also that my channel could grow. So see you in the next video.